Bottle Shop and Bar in Exeter. Sabatini's, the area's greatest selection of rare craft and imported beers. Growlers and crowlers and 37 rotating drafts. At Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar, Wyoming Avenue in Exeter. Lindo Sabatini, who ducked when I threw the pen earlier. Not at him. You have some good reflexes over there, Linda.
I felt like it was at me.
It's like
my favorite thing is, and I feel like you missed this, she threw a pen to get Johnny's attention, and it was so fast and so hard.
It almost went right
Lindo's
back.
hat flew off his head, his shirt came
There's a
off his
hole in a
shoulders.
Sabatini's baseball cap. It happens. Oh my gosh. All right. So Bill from mybeerbuzz.com also here. Hi, Bill.
Happy Friday, and happy Friday the 13th. And I don't know about you, but today just looks like a Friday the 13th outside. It looks like creepy and spooky and rainy and dark.
Can't let it get in your head, man. I went outside, and to me it looks like an August 3rd. I'm just living my life, seeing things in a different light. No, yeah, I get it. It's a little gloomy, but it's winter, right?
It's not too wintry, though.
No, not too
50.
wintry.
It was 50. It was so mild. It was weird today.
So I want to hear what you have, but I'm also looking at this. It looks like a peanut butter something beer, and I'm really excited to try this. So, let's go.
Are you going to drink it? Are you going to drink before it comes?
Contain yourself, Daisy. Hang on.
I'm excited. I'm just excited. This is I'm curious to see.
Yeah, you go ahead and drink. You go ahead and drink it, and I'll do our Dear Buzz.
Okay.
Today, our Dear Buzz is all about Pabst Brewing Company, and I have had a few questions that have orbited around this same sort of topic about the naming of Pabst and Pabst Blue Ribbon specifically. And it's actually a family name, a guy they called Captain Pabst, who took over the brewery in 1872. And at some point in the 1893 World's Fair, they won America's Best Beer, which gave them a blue ribbon at the time, and that's where Pabst Blue Ribbon came from. But they were actually a very historic brewery. In 1880, they were the first to use an ice machine. You think about how long ago that was. They were the first to use six-packs, and I got a kick out of this. They chose the size six-pack because the average housewife could lift it. You know, here you go in the good old days, and it fit in a grocery bag. And now they're doing, of course, a 99 pack, 99 can pack, variety pack you can get.
Yeah, see, that housewife lift that one. Ain't gonna happen.
So when they won that World's Fair, what was really cool was that whenever you would go back into Milwaukee, where they're from, and you would order a Pabst, they would actually, the bartender would have a little blue ribbon that they would serve you with it. So they would put the ribbon and hang it from the beer.
That's cool.
So then after they got sick of tying ribbons and sticking them on your beer, they started putting it on the label.
Right there.
Yeah, it was cool.
Do you think people were like, that's the easy way out? They're so lazy now. Where's Captain Pabst?
It's still on the label.
And 1892, they used 1 million feet of blue ribbon, and they hand-tied them to every bottle, which, as Lindo said, eventually got old.
Probably hard to justify those
another claim to
costs, but it worked out. I'm sorry, I have questions and things to add. I'm sorry.
They were the first brewery to host brewery tours, which now brewery tours are everywhere. So we do have some beer news. Firestone Walker is adding Parabolita. It is a salted caramel bourbon barrel-aged stout that has vanilla beans, cocoa nibs, and sea salt. That beer hits 9.2% ABV. It will be packaged in 16-ounce can. Bell's is working with Binny's Beverage Depot on a collaboration called Icebox Cake. That is a bourbon oatmeal stout with cocoa, graham flour, lactose, and vanilla. That beer hits 13.4% ABV. It will be packaged in 12-ounce bottles. And Dogfish Head is collaborating with Rodenbach again on a beer called Crimson Crew, and it's they call it a cross-Atlantic collaboration. It's 7.1% ABV, and it is a blended red ale that takes Rodenbach Grand Cru, very, very famous beer, and combines that with Dogfish Head Red Ale. And then they add, if that's not crazy enough, they add sumac and sweet orange peel, which, everybody knows those flavors. And that beer will hit 7.1% ABV. It will be packaged in 12-ounce bottles. And that is our beer news for the day. As always, you can click on the Breaking Beer News tab on mybeerbuzz.com for more details.
Thank you. Now, I always wait to drink the beer.
I know, you're weird.
I just took a sip, and you missed a reaction that might have been funny.
No,
it doesn't work for radio.
Well, if I was on the air, I would have.
It worked for me.
What did you do?
Ask Linda, you saw it.
What did you do?
Go ahead, do it again.
Well,
so she can see it.
I don't know if it'll happen again. It's a peanut butter beer.
Yeah. So. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
like an eye opener reaction is the way I would describe it. But anyhow, listen. I'm trying to figure out what beer we were going to do for the week.
Yeah.
And this beer got delivered to us on Monday. I think this is it. If this does not get the eye-opener reaction out of Jason Barsky, nothing will. It is Southern Tier Peanut Butter Cup Imperial Stout. And it is really an interesting beer. Nancy,
I'm tasting a very buttery flavor and a peanutty, obviously, so there it makes sense, but I like it. Well, see, I like it. It's like a darker, and it's
a 10%.
It's heavy duty.
10% alcohol Imperial Stout from Southern Tier Peanut Butter Cup. Now, the art kind of resembles Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
But not enough for a lawsuit.
Not enough for a lawsuit. I mean, the colors are kind of similar. The flavor's kind of similar.
Right.
But they can't say that.
Right.
But I can.
Right, sure. So you're saying it does give you that impression when you see
To
it.
have their back, you weren't confused in, say, the marketplace.
Well,
Right? Would say, right. I see the color scheme.
Yeah, the color scheme.
Here's what I wrote down about this beer, and I usually don't jot down notes, but since I had to say I tasted it off
Your
here,
first impression.
I said, this sounds weird, creamy, but had a bite. And then I said, yet delicious aftertaste. Like, whatever, it's not the aftertaste. That has a negative connotation. Like when you're like kind of, you're breathing and you taste it. I guess it is an aftertaste, but.
I mean, everybody always says, the 3-sip roll, 4-sip roll, 5-sip roll, however many you say. But once you get, your mouth gets acclimated to the beer, you get more flavor, right?
Yeah.
So now your first impression was, what'd you say?
It was weird. Like the bite, I felt like 10%. Like that is what I tasted.
Oh, that's the burny part.
The bite, yeah. Like, but it was weird for something with a bite. It also had like a creamy.
I can feel that buttery, creamy kind of something in the smell when you're drinking it too.
You guys are actually nailing it. Southern Tier describes it as cascading flavors of buttery peanuts, dark chocolate, and hot fudge. And so you've been saying buttery.
And I hardly ever nail this thing, so I got it there. Yay.
This beer is part of the Blackwater series. The Blackwater series started in 2004, just a year or two after Southern Tier opened. And it really started a category of beers that now is very, very popular that we call sort of dessert stouts. And they have beers like chocolate, creme brulee, mocha, thick mint, pumpkin, warlock, many beers that we've done on the show before. And they are all 10% ABV. This one has 25 IBU, which is surprisingly hoppy, and it uses Columbus hops, which a lot of people describe as mildly citrusy, but really just slightly bitter. So I think it's a really good beer, and one that I think most people, Jason included, will like.
Yeah, we our newest member here, our traffic reporter Phil, just popped in here. He sees me. He's like, he's a beer guy, and you gotta plug in your headphones. He's already drunk, I think, but he just.
No. Oh, he needs a connector.
Oh, okay. Well, just what do you think of this?
Well, you can hear us, so just come on over to this microphone. You have to stand there.
Right there, right? Is he drunk? He might
but
be.
You can't
I might be.
No.
Get close.
Yep.
There you go. You gotta bend over there. Sorry, everybody.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter, yeah.
Do you like peanut butter?
I do like peanut butter.
Do you like beer?
My favorite beer so far that I've ever experienced was Sweet Baby Jesus.
Oh, there you go.
Which is another peanut butter beer.
Yeah.
Well, give this one a shot and tell us what you think.
Yeah, let's see.
He's our new traffic reporter, folks.
And this is why I'm professional.
There's a lot of traffic in the
That
studio.
is very sweet, but I like that.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, very sweet taste to it.
Would you say it's creamy with a bite?
Definitely a dessert beer.
It's like buttery. It's a 10% alcohol beer, so you definitely want to stick around the studio for a while if you drink this one, okay? Yeah.
I felt bad because you came into my office and you saw all the beer, and I keep all the bottles, and I look like a beer connoisseur, which is more of a poser, if I'm being honest. And I think you felt like we were going to bond over this beer thing. I was like, I really don't drink all that much, but I really enjoy the BeerBuzz.
So you want to stick around here.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
so you can come in from time to
So
time.
there's all different kinds. What's your favorite kind? If you're talking about a craft brew, do you like IPAs? Do you like porters? Do you like what do you like?
I'm a porter guy. See, like usually, like if I'm drinking like a regular beer, it's usually Yingling Black and Tan. But then if I'm gonna go with more fancier, like craft beer, I'm definitely going to go with something that's a porter or a stout. Oatmeal stouts, delicious.
So you mentioned Sweet Baby Jesus
Yes.
and regular beer. They just came out with a beer called Regular Jesus, which takes the peanut butter out, and it's just a regular porter. So they call it Regular Jesus. It's really nice.
Well, so welcome to our Friday Beer Buzz, Phil. As long as traffic isn't crazy, because you have a couple of reports to do right before you come in here, you can pop in with us anytime you want, since you really get this kind of stuff, you know.
I'll bring enough beer.
You're saying I don't because I don't.
No, I mean,
I'm learning. Though. I'm learning.
all right, we got to run. I want to get, again, tell us the name of the beer, and obviously you have it at Sabatini's.
I would say it's Southern Tier Peanut Butter Cup Imperial Stout.
Yum, yum, people. And just go to Sabatini's. It's a great place anyway. And if you want to know and you forget the name of the beer that we talked about, you've got a little setup there, and they can ask
It's
about
a
it.
life-size mannequin of me, right? Is that what it is?
Absolutely
A
not.
mannequin. It is the Friday Beer Buzz, powered by Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar in Exeter. Bill, we'll talk to you soon. mybeerbuzz.com.
Have a good
folks.
weekend.
Yeah, have a great weekend. All right, Sabatini's Pizza, Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar, Wyoming Avenue in Exeter. The Friday Beer Buzz, where we bring good beers and good people together.